listening to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.
Happy New Year, Polished Women! Yay! I wish I had fireworks here. Okay, because it's New Year, I want to talk about fitness and food after the holidays. I think it's important to talk about that because I know we're all like, okay, I'm a little bit bloated from all the food and alcohol that I consume from the holidays. So, but Happy New Year to all. Happy 2019 to everyone. So for everyone, whether they think so or not, fitness and nutrition are key parts of our lives, right? Well, this is a hot topic around the holidays since many people make New Year's resolution to try a new diet or lose weight. It's something that can be considered anytime during the year or at any place in a person's life. Today, our focus is on nutrition and fitness during one of the most important times in a woman's life. Of course, when you're pregnant as well, because we have here my co-host for today. I'm joined by an incredible Sarah Koudouzian, health and fitness guru. Oh my gosh, Sarah. And of course, our special guest is Brittany Pederson, a former tennis player and a current tennis coach. She's currently pregnant with her third child, and she's a crazy fitness, girl as well. So that's why I invited her with us. So, hello, girls.
Hello.
We just cheered.
Cheers.
we came from.
Water.
I know she can only drink water. We came from advising. Okay, you can't drink for like a while because we just came, and now cheering. Okay, so. Sarah, oh my gosh. Sarah, can you tell us about yourself and what you're doing? I'm excited. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So I am a trainer. My degree is in kinesiology.
Yeah.
And
wait, what is kinesiology?
That's honestly, it's a question I get asked often, especially with social media around and all of these, self-proclaimed.
That's what my major was too.
trainers.
Okay.
So out there, it's very, very important that when you're working with a trainer to know their credentials, to know their background, and what they're working with. And kinesiology is the study of the body, study of movement, and that's basically what a trainer does. Is learning every ounce of your body. All your muscles, all your bones, all your tendons, everything is all connected, and very important to know when you're putting together exercise plans for your clients. So
that is so cool. Wait, is this your passion for health and wellness? Where did it come from?
I was a competitive tennis player as well, and
I
know maybe
I like
maybe
it.
you guys can like help each other.
That's awesome.
I wonder if because
I know. Now we gotta talk after.
Maybe we played against
maybe
each
we
other.
did.
Oh gosh.
That's
So
awesome.
I played competitively my whole life, and I had one goal, and it was to be a professional tennis player. And I was being coached by my father, who was uneducated in the fact of knowing how to properly train another person. So I was doing too much, working out too much, too many hours, not properly giving my body a rest till it finally shut down. Had a career-ending injury, and I had to go to college. And that was never my first choice. It was to go to be a professional tennis player. And I said, I want to study what happened to me. I want to learn what happened to me so that other athletes and other people don't have to go through the same thing as me. So I said, I'm going to study kinesiology and figure out what happened to me and how to help other people. And when I left the tennis world and left exercise, I felt very depressed and very, very confused and not knowing like what was going on, and I had to deal with I was no longer active. So I know that a lot of people, I knew at that time as well that a lot of people had gone through this similar thing.
Yeah.
So to properly educate myself with kinesiology was the route that I wanted. So passion with the body since I was a kid.
Oh my gosh. Well, Brittany, considering your tennis background is your current role as a coach, I'm sure you have a passion for health and fitness as well. I know that for a fact because I look at your Instagram and your Facebook. So where did that come from? Is it because
So I also grew up a competitive athlete in tennis, and so that's so funny. We'll have to talk, but I always was interested in making sure that I was working off the court as well.
Okay.
And so my nutrition I knew would make me better on the court. But being a typical, woman or girl, kind of feeling like the pressure of nutrition and all of that growing up, I got really into making sure that my body, I wanted to feel really good all the time, but also look good. But I kind of went into this cycle of losing too much weight or training too much and then working out too much. And so I got really into health and fitness also for the sake of helping other people and feeling like I just wanted to be healthy, but learn how the right way to be healthy, because with athletics, sometimes you're told to lose weight or to train too hard, and you kind of don't know the balance. And so that's really what I'm about, is trying to teach people how to balance a healthy lifestyle, whether they're playing sports or whether it's just for everyday life.
Okay, now I want to ask you both. This is the question. So what do you think is the right workout regime for each person? Like we were talking about this a while ago. You said that cardio I've been doing cardio and I'm like, okay, is that the reason why I don't have a butt? Well, I have a butt right now. I've been doing butt so much. But is that, tell me about the whole cardio and I want to ask you as well, like how do you guys do your workout like every day? Like what is the right, workout for a certain person?
So it all, when a client comes to me or when I'm dealing with people who are asking me questions on social media, my first thing is, what are your goals? Are you trying to put on more muscle? Are you trying to lose more body fat? What is it exactly you want to do? And then the other thing that I like to do is customize based on the style of working out, because one of the biggest lessons that I learned when I was studying under other coaches was one workout won't just work with everyone. Someone may like to have their ass kicked, military style type of boot camp workout, and the other one is like, I like to keep it more chill. Exactly. So it's being able to read your client and being able to ask yourself, what do I want from the workout? Do I want my ass beat, or do I want to just, work on specific parts of the body, getting my heart rate up, but without killing myself? So.
Oh, I love that. I love that you base it through your client, because some other what do you call that? Other trainers, they just whatever they want you to do
what they want.
Like But sometimes, like for me, I want a more chilled. I'm a Pilates sort of woman, but I do a lot of cardio as well. But I hate the what do you call that? The HIIT. What do you call that?
The HIIT training.
The Barry's boot camp. Like, oh my gosh, I can't because my shoulder hurt. Like, I can't do that. And some trainers would be like, no, you can do it. You can. No, I can't.
And I think the most important thing is finding what someone really loves and what they enjoy, because then they'll continue. And so it's really important to ask what their goals are. And then for me, even after my second, what was important was getting back actually after a C-section and knowing how to recover and work through feeling kind of injured in a sense, and getting back into kind of like HIIT training was really important for me. Pilates was really important, but mixing it up. So that's what changed my body and made me feel like my body was getting into the best shape actually I think I've ever been in.
How many cardio do you think a day, like a week do you have to have? Like, do you have to have cardio like every single day, or you can do cardio today and focus on just cardio, and then the next day you focus on like lifting or like?
For me, if it deals with a client that's consistently on the go and we're limited on time, then I like to mix in cardio. Cardio is just such a vague word in the sense of when people think of cardio, it's just running on a treadmill, and there's so much to cardio. Cardio is actually just working on your heart health and working on your heart muscle, and it's just doing different things to incorporate cardio into the workout. So therefore, when you're doing the everyday activities such as chasing after your kid or your crazy ass husband, it's important to know like that your heart is going to be able to sustain all of these things that are happening. So just getting in the recommended amount, which is 20 minutes a day to really work on your heart health, is what I suggest to clients. I mean, not even if you're not a client, if you're somebody that doesn't even work out, get in 20 minutes of just taking care of your heart, because
it's just heart
I have a
health
question for you. Can we still be fit even if you don't go to the gym? Like, for example, I travel so much. Like, literally, I travel so much. And what do you think are, I mean, do you travel?
Well, no, I mean, with that's why for me, I got certified with holistic nutrition and just trying to get the nutrition incorporated into the fitness as well, because 80% of your health really depends on your nutrition.
Yes.
So you can be fit from the inside in a sense of being healthy, but it definitely helps working out and building your muscles and, to have good circulation and all of that. They work together, but good nutrition is really important as well.
So how many minutes, okay, if you're like a busy person, like how many minutes a day do you think would be a good workout? Or does it have to be in like an hour, or?
To me, it's all about effectively working out, not about the time. So I used to do 15-minute, kind of like a 15-minute introductory class, and in 15 minutes they were literally cussing me out, and some of my clients would be like, I watched what you were doing to those girls in 15 minutes, and I don't even want to incorporate that into my 1 hour workout. So 15 minutes is suffice. It all depends on what you're doing, because somebody can be in the gym for 1 hour and just literally talking on the cell phone and walking at 3.5 and it's like that doesn't mean you're effectively working out. And
I used to work out, like, I mean, I would spend like 2 hours in the gym thinking that was going to help me lose weight, and actually it was getting my slow twitch muscles and not really working out effectively, like Sarah said, and it didn't help. So now for me, an hour effectively doing resistance training and some cardio, just mixing it up, or a Pilates class, is just as, I mean, perfect.
What about?
I also wanted to touch base back on where you said, do you need a gym to work out?
Yes.
Absolutely not. I carry my gym in my little bag right there, and it just consists of resistance bands, and your own body weight is a form of a weight. So doing certain exercises, you can avoid the gym, because I fucking hate the gym. So that's the last thing I want, is this guy to come up to me while I'm on my 10th rep, squatting 150 pounds, and coming up to me and saying, how many more sets do you have left? I mean, it's only to the girl that they're going to come up to and ask that to, because they're not asking that 300-pound muscle head, So if I can avoid the gym,
but then as strong women can be like, we're still on it, right?
No, I literally will leave on my headphones, and I will hear them, and I will not respond. I will just stare at them, and then until I'm done with it, I'll say, can I help you?
Oh my God.
I can teach you something.
Wait, let's talk about drinking. We just talked about this a while ago before we started. So she's so funny, because like she said that she actually makes her client, like, okay, you're okay to drink alcohol. Like, it's okay. So
in
can you tell us about that? In moderation. So can you tell us about that?
When it comes to drinking, which a lot of people love to do it, I myself included, one of my tips is to stay away from the sugary drinks. And if you stay away from the sugary drinks, I guarantee you, if you're eating correctly throughout the day, that one drink of a non-sugary drink is already going to give you a nice little buzz. But what I like to do is I like to mix it with the citruses, so with the lemons and the limes, and then adding just a splash of whatever kind of sweetener that you want, and just leaving it at a splash. And if you have a good tequila or a vodka, you definitely do not need all that extra stuff,
That's so true. So what, you give them a certain, like you told me a while ago, you give them a certain workout or a calorie burn before, if you knew that they were going to go out that
Exactly. So if you're going out, which, the average person is probably going out one time a week, which is okay to indulge. And if you're going to do that, put in the work prior to you going out, and never miss the next day of a workout.
Oh, that's so good. Okay.
I also think it's important if you match whatever drink you have with a glass of water, because then you're hydrating too.
As well.
And
that's,
so
and
it's true without, I mean, I do like a glass of red wine. Not now. I can't have one now. I'm 3 months I will
Yeah.
be, but you know, again, it's all about balance, and I teach that with my nutrition clients too. Is
Yeah.
just, you know, you shouldn't feel like you're so restricted that you can't have what you enjoy, but at the same time you want to balance your, you know, diet out, and you want to balance your day out and your workouts out so that you can enjoy life.
Yeah.
You know.
So, with your nutrition, with the food that you eat, was it different from when you were not pregnant and now that you're pregnant? What's the difference with the food,
With
your
the
food
food?
intake? Yeah.
Actually, nothing really. I'm
Yeah?
very thankful. I've kind of learned how to, you know, eat and maintain just the balance. So just I basically eat the same way I was doing before. Is that what you're asking? That's okay. Yeah. So I mean,
Oh my
the same way,
God.
just balanced meals, 5 to 6 meals a day.
But aren't you supposed to eat more because you're pregnant? Is
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
maybe I'm eating a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
maybe like 400 calories more or something. Like if
Okay.
I'm,
So it's not bad, because I have a lot of like,
No.
I know people who are pregnant, especially one of my closest, my best friend. She's like pregnant. She's like, oh my God, what am I gonna eat? Am I gonna eat more? Because she's very
Yeah.
like, it's her first baby.
I think what's important when you're pregnant to just pay attention to what you're eating. And I know it's hard because sometimes you
Yeah.
get cravings and sometimes, you know,
Oh,
and
she
there's been a
does,
few
yeah.
days, of course, I'm like, okay, just go with the craving, have it,
Yeah.
and then let it go. Because if
Yeah.
I do, then, I mean, I eat it, and then the next day I'm fine because I know what balance is.
Yeah.
So then the next day I just am, you know, back to my health and what I do.
and-
But if you're hungry, eat more protein, eat more healthy fats,
Yeah.
you know, try to add more avocado, more eggs, something that will give you good energy
Yeah.
and make you feel fuller longer, so it's not just wasted calories.
Okay, I remember this is all for pregnant women. I remember when I was pregnant, I was bedridden, so I was losing a lot of like blood, and you know, and there was complications with my daughter. I remember the doctor telling me, eat peanut butter, almond butter, or whatever, just a spoon, and liver. I think liver is so, and you know, it's hard to eat liver, but I think
Well,
it's
the
like
liver might have been for the iron.
maybe, I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I had so much liver. So Sarah, I want you to like. There's a question here. After the holiday, what do you call it? I have a question. How? I travel so much, and I've heard that you have this whole website where, you know, you created where they can follow you or stuff like that, and you can follow like a whole routine, like a workout routine.
So I have my ebook online, and since my brand is all about the booty, because everything comes from the booty.
She trains celebrities, so yeah, that's good, yeah.
So everything comes from the booty. So strong booty, you can do anything with a strong booty is my
Yeah.
motto. And so I have an ebook that you can follow along, and you go to my website and you download it straight to your phone. It's in PDF form, and you can
What's
do
the website?
bootyfitworkout.com.
Booty Fit Workout. Okay.
And then if you follow me at Sarah Koudouzian on Instagram, you can see so many routines that I do that a lot of people write to me about that they appreciate because they can do it anywhere, anytime. So that's everything that I believe in when it comes to the working
So you don't
out.
even you don't need any like what you've said. You have everything in your backpack.
Yep, I carry everything in the backpack, and it's just the
awesome.
resistance bands.
So
and
no
body weight.
excuses.
No excuses at all.
I love it.
How do they pay for it, or when they download, or
So
is it like a free one? Or?
It's $25, but if you
Okay.
subscribe to my website, you'll get 10% off. And the
Oh, that's
second
so
edition to
cool.
it is coming out in a couple of weeks. So they'll
So
be able
every
to
day
do that.
there's different.
Yep, there's different exercises on that.
Oh,
that
that
they can
is
follow
so
along.
cool.
That's
Anywhere.
awesome.
I'm gonna follow you because I travel so much.
You're not already
Yeah.
following me?
Because I mean I follow you, but I want to have that whole, you know, because I travel so much that I want to work out. And there's the places that we go, there's not all the hotels have like really
gyms.
good
Yeah.
gym.
No,
You know,
I
like,
traveled
I
with a
wanna-
client last year, and we were on tour. Literally, we were in Nebraska and Arkansas and places where you wouldn't see the most finest
Yeah.
gyms. And sometimes we're just working out in a parking lot and making things work. And he was dying during the session at times, thinking, I never knew that we could do this without a gym.
Yeah.
Britt, so what are the two main differences between your personal fitness when you were not pregnant and now that you're pregnant? Do you do different?
I mean, yeah, I modify
workouts?
now. I
Yeah.
normally, you know, I can run
'Cause
and
I saw you,
sprint
you
and
can
do
see-
all my, yeah.
Okay, she trained Brianna in tennis. She was pregnant, like about to give birth in like a month, and she was still like doing this. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
what
I
the
mean,
heck?
Well, thank you. No, I mean, especially if it's, when you're used to fitness, I mean, it's definitely important to continue, and it's something that your body's already used to, so it's nice.
By
and
the
that's
way, before
why,
that, she played tennis with Serena Williams, right?
no, I didn't.
Oh, you did? Okay. Wait,
A girl on my team did. A girl on my team did.
Okay, you're a girl on your team. I don't know. Okay, I thought
She's
it was
great
you.
though.
Yeah, she's great. More champagne. Okay, all right.
But yeah, no, I mean, definitely while I'm pregnant right now, it's important for myself just to keep up the heart rate and the feeling like my muscles and feeling like I'm not going to be out of it after, I give birth, so I can get right back into it.
Okay.
And I think that just modifying it and being able to work out, I'm not running, but I'm doing the strider or just doing things that you can do, like little less weight than normal, and but still basically staying in the same thing.
You said you gave birth to a cesarean, right? C-section?
Yes.
Okay, so with a normal, how many weeks before you can actually?
You have to get cleared by the doctor by 6 weeks for sure for
really
movement, and then it's about 8 weeks until you can do.
Oh, okay. So do you ever, Sarah, what's one piece of advice that you would offer a woman who wanted to quickly lose weight after they've given birth, or even, just an ordinary person, even if they're not pregnant, who just wants to lose weight right away? What is the first thing that you want to advise them?
To take out of your mind that you're going to lose weight right away.
Oh,
That would be
so
my number one
good.
advice. Is we live in a world right now of instant gratification, that everything is so accessible, that they also feel that weight loss should be so excessively lost for them. And that is the thing, that when people are on week 2 and they're already trying to imagine what their body looks like in week number 30.
That's so true.
That's where we have the situations where they already give up and go for some sort of a quick fix. And that's the one thing that I tell them, is just take it one day at a time, and don't be so hard on yourself. If you slip up, don't let it slip off for 3-4 times the rest of the week and then say, oh, I'm just going to start back on a Monday. It's like, you don't need to start on a Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
you don't need to start okay, this is my New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Start now, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Just start now, and that would be my main thing. And the other, my last advice for that would be, is to be your own body goals. So whenever somebody comes up to me and I say, oh, what are your goals? And then they show me a picture of a celebrity or an Instagram model, I quickly tell them to delete it, because unless you're going to go to a plastic surgeon to achieve that body,
God, that's so true.
I cannot do it for you, because I can just help you, and you can help yourself become the better version of yourself, not becoming like whoever that you see on
Wow, that's
Access.
amazing.
I think that's really good advice.
Now, okay, I have a question for both of them. There's so much diet out there.
Yeah.
There's the keto diet. There's the, what do you call that? The fasting thing?
intermittent fasting.
Okay, what can you what do you guys say about those stuff? I tried actually the intermittent fasting. Yeah, I just didn't work for me.
Yeah, I think that
it just didn't work.
what I coach my clients into is, I definitely feel like there's not one universal way for everybody.
Yeah.
I think everyone kind of fits into a different, place, because their own bodies are their bodies, and what kind of works for you.
Yeah.
But when I have people that are confused, what has always worked for me and maintaining and then staying in shape is eating the 5 to 6 meals throughout the day, feeling balanced. When I've cut out, which I have, I've been the typical where I went into the Atkins and I went into eliminating and restrictive, and I never felt great. I never felt like, I was living. I felt like I was always thinking or obsessing about food.
Yeah.
So sometimes those really restrictive diets are hard, because you put so much restriction on yourself. And again, that's kind of the body image or the thinking too much and not letting yourself live. So I like to coach on balance and just having where you're working on your macronutrients, protein, carbs, and
I've heard
fats.
about that macro.
Yeah,
right?
just being able to balance your meals and just know, 5 to 6 meals during day, so you're never really going into starvation, or you're never feeling starving. You're feeling good. Your brain's working. So
I know.
that's what I believe.
Okay, how about you, Sarah?
Same thing, but when it
So
comes
is that
to
macro thing the right thing to do?
for me, I always like to say that if you're going to work with a diet is going to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if you're doing an all sugar diet, that's just another
Right, no,
story.
totally,
yeah.
totally,
But
yeah.
for me,
sugar.
for me, I follow along the keto type of diet, but I'm not very restrictive. I'm having my glass of champagne, and I'm most likely going to have some sort of form of dessert later on the weekend. But it comes down to what works for you and your body and what you're willing to do and what your goals are at the end of the day. I mean, if you're trying to be an elite athlete and you need to hit a certain body weight, then you're going to follow a certain type of diet. And for me, I don't
It's
care
just-
to be
it's
completely counting numbers because
It's
I
just
love
weird
food.
because when you're like, I know, I love food too. If you're there and you're like going out and having like, fun times with your friend and you're like, I can't have because I only eat vegetable, or I can't have this because I'm like, I only have to have this calorie. When you go out, I feel like enjoy. It's like, it's not like you go out with your friends,
But
every
and when you
single
start
night.
learning how to actually choose clean and healthy foods, you actually still can order very delicious, but you can order things that are less sugar or more healthy fats with like avocado or protein, and still have a good meal and not feel like you totally went off. So it's more about learning what type of nutrients, and I'm with macros, it's not about staying too like where you're thinking about the numbers. It's more about knowing what the proteins are, what the fats are, what the carbs are, and stuff, and where it's coming from.
you
This
can
is
even
so
have
helpful.
pizza.
I know, right?
You just do a cauliflower
The
crust
cauliflower
underneath it,
pizza.
and you can have pizza. I mean,
It doesn't taste the same, but it's
just
still
add
good.
more cheese.
Just add more cheese.
Grass-fed, more cheese.
Okay, last question. What about dairy? Okay, okay, this is like a big thing for me about this whole dairy. I can't because I'm lactose intolerant. But for kids, kids who are growing, I feel like nowadays women are very particular. Oh no, you can only have almond milk or blah, blah, blah. But I've noticed the kids, I'm not saying that this is like I'm perfect or advising like the right thing. I've noticed the kids who are not having the right amount of calcium are little. I say that they're like, they don't grow as much as the ones who are consuming so much calcium. I don't know.
My kids actually, I mean, I had a dairy allergy when I was younger, and it was actually really evident. I was it does create mucus. I believe, very much believe that. So my kids didn't do well on it either. So calcium doesn't have to come from dairy. Calcium can come from actually spinach or kale. There's almost more calcium in kale. So you don't have to, in a sense, drink cow's milk, but at the same time, I mean, it kind of again goes with what is what is okay.
It really
with
depends
the kid.
on your
but
body.
I am
type.
kind of more off of dairy, where I like my clients to try to stay as much far away
So do
from
you
the
really
lactose
have to
if
get
they
rid of?
can.
Do you really have to get rid of dairy? Like really take it out from everyone? What do you
I
think?
don't think you have to eliminate. I mean, I definitely do think though that it is a form of sugar. So it does add to the sugar content.
I love
but
cheese though.
Yeah, but feta and goat cheese are lower lactose, so you could stick with feta and goat cheese and have a little and just
Goat
have better
cheese
effect.
and
And then
feta,
Greek
okay.
yogurt I still do because it has probiotics and so I'm okay with that because it's a little lower lactose. So.
How about you? Do you
Absolutely agree with everything she just said, and especially just emphasizing on the part that calcium doesn't just come from dairy and just from milk, which is a big misconception. There's so many vegetables and other nutrients.
that you can
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah, this is a question for you. Sarah, can you give me one tip for women? Like what is the best like workout that they can do now?
As far as I'm sorry.
So what are like
it's a little
one
vague
tip
for
that
me.
women that can do now? Like any like workout or any diet or not diet. I don't want to actually.
No.
I don't like the
I don't like
word
that word
diet.
either.
Yeah. I would like okay, if you guys both advise a woman and you're talking to someone right now, okay, what do you want to tell them? Like what tip do you want to tell them?
Start where
right
you
now?
are. And movement is movement, and sex is even considered a workout.
Oh,
know?
yeah.
So
Of
you can
course.
totally do that.
No, of course. I always tell.
But I mean, everything that I do, I make it so accessible that if you wanted to just do it right now, like we could get up and you could just do a workout right now. You could be asking us questions while me training you, and that's how accessible it is. And if you go to my website, you'll see all of that, and as well as my social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3 to 4 days, you know, of just being able to have some movement a week at least, and then just being able to, eat your healthy, you know, balanced meals a day.
Okay, I just want you guys to like mention. Okay, Sarah, let's start with you. Where can they find you? Your social media and everything.
So you can find me at Sarah Koudouzian and at Booty Fit Workout. Booty Fit Workout is a little easier to spell out. So if you go to Booty Fit Workout, you'll see my link, and it'll take you to all my social handles.
Yeah, okay, Booty Fit Workout. How about Britt?
My website is in the works right now, but you can visit me on my Instagram at balance.with.brit.
Okay.
And so that's my Instagram. And you can message me, and I work with clients. So
thank you so much. So my advice, find the workout that you love and truly enjoy, but remember to switch workouts too, but because when your muscle gets used to it, I feel like it doesn't burn as much calorie as it does. So do a lot of cardio, but again, she said different kinds of cardio, okay? I do it 5 times a week. But because for me, I feel like because I'm getting older, my metabolism had slowed down. So now I go to the gym, believe it or not, I work out 6 times a week. Before I used to do 3, but now I have to go 3.
It's also good for mental clarity,
mental.
Right?
And you know, I love eating, so there you go. Okay, and tip of the day, getting healthy may be your New Year's resolution, but in order for it to be truly effective, it needs to be your new life resolution. If you're unsure where to start, there are incredible people like Sarah and Brittany that can help you, and you know, and friends that can motivate you. I mean, that I met all my friends in the gym, and we all go together, we work out, and that really helped me and motivated me. Another, lifestyle change can change. Remember that you don't have to go through it alone. So be with friends, meet people, but you know, sometimes if there's guys that are like annoying you, put your headphones.
Pretend you can't hear them.
Yeah, pretend you can't hear them. All right, thank you so much, and Happy New Year, happy 2019, and good luck. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and give love to the next person that
You're listening to
after
Polished
watching the
Woman.
show. Love you all.
On LA Talk Radio.
Bye. Cheers.
More cheers.
Oh my God, more cheers.